So, I'm here with Emma Sanchez
Yes.
from Mexico City.
Mexico City, that's right.
Yes, and you've been working with constellations for 15 years.
15 years, yeah.
And
Correct.
let's do this.
Mhm.
We're in Kochel at the moment, inside, because it's a little bit cold outside.
A little bit cold
It's
outside.
in
Yeah.
southern Germany. And so my first question is around this theme is like a lot of constellators seem to have a difficulty in explaining the work.
Mhm.
So I thought if there's one thing that connects us, it's this one thing, how to explain the work.
Mm.
So I thought why not ask a few different people like how they
Mhm.
actually explain constellations. And since it's so difficult, there's not really a wrong way to do it.
Mm.
So what does constellation work mean to you?
Mhm.
And how would you explain it to someone like who doesn't maybe know much about it?
Yeah, well, as you said before, it's not that easy to
Mhm.
explain what it is.
Yeah.
Usually you understand it once you've had the experience.
Mm-hmm.
To be in a constellation, either by being a representative or doing your own.
Mm-hmm.
But I could say that for me, being knowing constellation work has helped me to understand me and know me
Mm-hmm.
within my family of origin, my own family, my sons,
Mm-hmm.
my husband, and all the things that happen between us. So
Mhm.
it's been a lot easier to understand me in relation with
Mm-hmm.
my parents, my siblings, and everything around me. And what is a constellation? Well, a constellation is a means by
Mm-hmm.
which you can know yourself,
Mm-hmm.
and with the issue that you want to explore or to know more about.
Mm-hmm.
And the constellation helps you to find out
Mm-hmm.
what links you to that issue,
Mm-hmm.
and what part of your own story
Mhm.
is linked to that issue.
Mm-hmm.
It may be to our own story or the story with your parents or your siblings, or we can go even further back,
Mhm.
your grandparents and great-grandparents. And what I find very useful
Mm-hmm.
for this work is that helps you to really grow.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you take whatever you find in the constellation, what the hidden dynamic was,
Mm-hmm.
and you take it to your everyday life, maybe you can promote your own change,
Mm-hmm.
and you grow, you know yourself.
Yeah.
It helps you to know yourself, and by knowing yourself, you grow, you are more freer,
Mm-hmm.
you can really make changes in your life
Mm-hmm.
and find more harmony within the relationships that you have with your family or origin or your own family.
Mm-hmm.
So I've seen through the years that it's really, really, really very useful, and it is based on love, and that's why I really like that part.
Mm-hmm. And so also like with regards to the relations within the community of constellation workers, how do you feel connected to maybe other trainers, maybe other coaches? Like,
Well, the good thing for me has
Mhm.
been to come to an intensive that is held in Germany,
Mhm.
and it used to be held in Benried.
yeah.
Now we are in Kochel.
Yeah.
And here it's you make real friends
Mm-hmm.
with people from all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
and you meet new trainers
Mm-hmm.
and new ways of doing the work,
Mm-hmm.
because this work is very dynamic.
Yeah.
And so the more you learn,
Mm-hmm.
the more you know different facilitators,
Mm-hmm.
your work grows,
Mm-hmm.
and you acquire more knowledge, even wisdom
Mm-hmm.
from them.
Yeah.
And you make all this net
Yeah.
web with people all over the world.
Yeah. And if you look at this community, this network basically of different people working in different ways,
Mhm.
is there something like nothing is ever perfect, and
Mhm.
with that it's perfect.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But like, what would you say like this community could use a little bit more of, or maybe be a little bit less like? Like, what would be something you would invite other constellators, trainers to maybe explore a little bit more?
Well, because of my experience of coming here, I've been privileged to be able to come to this intensive. I really suggest people that are working with constellations to keep on learning. And the more you see people doing it, the more you learn. And to be open to whatever constellator you come across. And if you have the possibility to go even in your own town, to go and visit other schools, or different type of doing it, different styles. And this work is so dynamic that it has gone into different knowledge directions. So if you don't keep on learning, the work gets very rigid. So for you to keep it alive within you and in your practice, I highly recommend to go elsewhere and see how people does it differently. You might learn something. You can be surprised of what you find.
Cool. And like with regards to like the development of the work field, like it's been around for a while now, but it's still like it's like it's not a child anymore, but it's like an adolescent maybe even now. So what would you say is the what is something that you're actually really excited about, that you see that actually does work within the community of constellations work? What is something that excites you?
The neuroscience.
Neuroscience.
Neuroscience, and that this work is taking into another fields like trauma, for instance. Some years ago, nobody talked about trauma. And now trauma work is very important. And neuroscience, I'm very excited about that part. How to understand what happens in the body, because I'm convinced that everything is in your body. Your body has the history of everything. Your own life, your parents, and all the family you come from is in the body. So how to work with the body within the constellation, taking into account all the knowledge of neuroscience and trauma.
Great. All right, so we're done.
Yeah,
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks to you, Oscar.
And see you later.
See you later.
See you
Bye.
Bye bye.